I know what the law says. I know what ICC statute says. I know what the penal code says. I know what the various legislation in Kenya say.
Call it arrogance, call it bravado. For Kipchumba Murkomen, he calls it confidence with a capital C. And this is why. Ever since the fiery protests of this year turned the streets into a battlefield, Kenyans have been praying and hoping that Kipchumba Murkomen, the interior CS, alongside the bigwigs in the government, would find themselves in the ICC dock.
Huyu waziri na serikali ya William Ruto watajibu mashtaka katika ICC.
Some people want to scare us with ICC. Please scare somebody else. Not the people who know the law.
Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has already spiced up the drama by threatening to serve up evidence against the heads of state.
We remind William Ruto that his ICC cases are not yet over. They have been posed after witnesses disappeared. And what he is pretending over are crimes under the Rome Statute. It is clear history is repeating itself. And the architect William Ruto is back on the deck. He is hell-bent to finish his unfinished business with the people of Mount Kenya, destroy their businesses and make them black sheep of Kenya.
As for Murkomen, he is not losing sleep over it. According to him, the outcome of the protest was inevitable, and the police, he argues, were well within their mandate. Whether their duties ended up with protesters lying lifeless or not, he maintains the officers were justified. As long as they were acting lawfully, he says they have his full backing now and always.
Of somebody going to court to sue us for defending people of Kenya and their property and the state from anarchists, terrorists, and those people who have want to subvert our constitutional order. I want to say that I am very confident and clear in my mind that myself and the IG and the team have worked diligently within the Constitution, within the confines of the Constitution, to defend this nation. And given another chance like that, we will do the same to make sure that this country is safe. Our responsibility is not something to play with. We are not experimenting on anything.
Murkomen's defiance came in response to a court petition filed by politician Reuben Kigame, who named him alongside the Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja and DCI Chief Mohamed Amin for their role in what Kigame called a brutal clampdown against protesters during this year's protests.
I stand here with colleagues that believe in justice. I stand here as a parent of young Kenyans and representing many, many other parents. I stand here as a Christian leader who believes in biblical justice, and on behalf of all religious groups in Kenya, including Muslims and Hindus who believe in justice. I also stand here on behalf of civil society groups and all law-abiding citizens and those who defend the rights of the marginalized and oppressed. We filed this case so that this matter can be escalated to the international community, and I hope that envoys receiving this, that international media, and all that are concerned with what has been happening in Kenya will escalate this so that the whole world knows that Kenya has become a police state that kills its citizens, abducts them, tortures them, and then charges the young people for terrorism.
We don't have the time to do experimental ideas on who will be taken to court by who. We know the law. As a lawyer, I am very clear in my mind, not just a lawyer, but a lawyer who has studied international human rights and humanitarian law. I understand the role of the International Criminal Court. I have visited that court many times before as a student. And thereafter, many times, I know what the law says, I know what ICC statute says, I know what the penal code says, I know what the various legislation in Kenya say, and I am very clear in my mind. I defend the IG, the DCI, and everybody else who has been mentioned adversely, because they have just been doing their job within the law to make this country safe. Interestingly, all these people who have been speaking about us, they say nothing about the amount of terror that has been meted on the people of Kenya by anarchists who have banned police stations, banned supermarkets, banned courts, banned vehicles, banned administrative units, to the extent that people even died in Olkalau inside a cell. They only find it interesting to mention my name and for those security officers that we work with them. And I want to tell them that we know the law. We are not experimenting. And if they want us to, we just don't know the law. I used to teach the law. So, and we can help them appreciate the law a little bit. We are going to stand firm. I have said this before. As people try to test provisions of the law in court, those of us who are in the security sector, our decision is between life and death. It's about existence of a country or failure for a country to exist. And we will not allow our country to become an experimental place for anarchists to want to subvert the constitution, to want to meet terror on the people of Kenya and to get away with it just because some people want to scare us with ICC. Please scare somebody else, not the people who know the law.
We have seen police arrest innocent Kenyans simply asking for accountability, pull them like they did Albert Ojwang from his home in South Nyanza, bring him more than 300 kilometers to Nairobi, kill him, and then lie that he killed himself. We have witnessed during the demonstrations of 2024 and 2025, which are entrenched in the Constitution, Article 37 and others, young people armed only with bottles of water and placards, peacefully asking for a better country. They are arrested, shot at with live ammunition, and killed, maimed, and then abandoned as if nothing ever happened. But the perpetrators continue. The police and hired goons, as the bosses of security in this country, watch with calm detachment. As a citizen, and on behalf of all well-meaning citizens of Kenya, I say this cannot be allowed to continue, will not be allowed by me and other Kenyans who love justice. We will push it to the highest justice level possible. And like Esther of old, we will go for this, and if we perish, we perish. Defend the people of Kenya in keeping with the Constitution. And we will be celebrating this Constitution that we got in 2010. We have the 15th anniversary this coming August, and I hope this case becomes a landmark marker of the significance of the supreme law of this country vis-a-vis the Constitution. Like Wakili has said, the Rome Statutes, and indeed if you look at the United Nations provisions for the human dignity and the rights of citizens, you can be sure that this government has systematically violated all of them and killed at will, including violating Article 26 of our Constitution that guarantees right to life. We stand here today to file this case, believing that action will be taken soon and that the court will grant us leave to proceed to the highest possible level. Having exhausted all the Kenyan options, we will have no other choice but to push it all the way to the International Criminal Court. I want to thank my lawyer for such a splendid job of drafting and capturing my ideas. And I want to thank all my wonderful friends from civil society for walking with me this road. Naamini kwamba haki Kenya utaweza kudumishwa. Asante sana.